Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Hollywood. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Hollywood.
I'm DA.
And together we are the Brown Beauties.
Okay, so everybody knows that once 2020's COVID outbreak kind of hit, hanging out with your friends and being around people that you love and care for, it became a lot more difficult. So you have to get creative. Even now, like before even COVID, you have to find ways to interact, whether your person likes to text, your person likes to talk on the phone, video, duo, FaceTime, Zoom. So our call today, our video today is going to be via Zoom. We're going to chop and screw it all up because our schedules are crazy, and sometimes it's just really difficult to connect. But we're going to make it do what it do, and we're going to have fun doing it. So have fun on the journey with us.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about friendship because even through COVID, we had to social distance. We had to make sure we're being safe. So in the beginning of COVID, this is how we communicated, via FaceTime, Messenger. So we just gonna bring that back today.
Morgan will be 9, so we've been friends for like 8 years. Give or take a little bit. We met working together.
Yes.
I wasn't one of Morgan's teachers. I was in another room teaching, but Morgan, they came in. So she didn't work there at first. So she came in.
Yeah, Morgan was just a student. Yep.
Just a student. And so I remember Morgan, she was so fat, so juicy.
Aww. And I was so afraid to leave Morgan at a daycare. And so that's how I ended up applying for the job. Where we were working, which shall not be named because that place will not be.
We both had an experience working there. She was a hothead.
Give me my say.
Had to hold her back a couple times in staff meetings because she was ready to pop off.
I mean, I'm passionate,
But honestly, real friends, even if you're not in the spotlight, they're gonna be there for you, and that's like the whole point. And I think that's one of the big notches on our belt, like that solidified our friendship, was the fact that even in those moments where you really need somebody. And one of our biggest moments was, I remember going to her house and we had this conversation, and she was like, what did you say? You said something to me.
Well, yeah, okay. So you my friend, you the type that you make sure everybody is okay. I mean, even every time you call me, I don't know if you having a problem or not, because every time I pick up my phone, you're like, hey, how you doing? You just bring joy to the friendship, even when you're like down. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even feel like being happy. I can't help but to be happy when I talk to you, because it's like you just bring this ball of energy, and it kind of pick everybody up around you. And that's what I like most about you. But although you brought a lot of happiness and you bring like good feelings, you were kind of like reserved with anything that you had going on. You kind of kept any problems you had or any, anything you were feeling, you kind of kept that to yourself. And so when we finally was able to talk about it, and I finally said, what, friend, you know so much about me. I know about you, but I don't know like your deep, the things that you won't tell anybody, the things that you don't even want to say out loud, And I think once we got that conversation out, that was the change in our friendship. That was when we became tighter, because I felt like, okay, now I know more and I was able to understand you more.
Our biggest thing with me and Siobhan. I'm very much so a communicator.
Yes.
Extensively. You need to talk to me. Like
that is true. That is true.
And it's not even talk to me all the time because I understand people are busy, but I like to be in the loop. I don't like to guess. And Siobhan is a ghost queen.
Oh,
she will fall off.
No, and it's strictly because of how you felt when you said you don't want to tell everybody your problems because they don't care. It's like when sometimes I get into this place and I'm trying to work on it every day. But so if I'm not feeling good or if I'm depressed, stressed or whatever, I ghost, like you say. I kind of just detach myself from everything and everybody. And it's not really healthy, you know. But that was like my safe zone. I felt like that was my comfort zone. If I go away and handle my issues on my own and then come back. But you're the type of friend that needs communication. So when I go on my ghost mode, I know now to be like, look, I'm ghost. I need
anything, because I would hate that in relationships. I hate that in friendships.
That's true.
If you need a minute, if you need a moment, if you need to come to Jesus Day, if you need a weekend, shoot me a text.
I take on a lot of emotion. So if I see something that makes me sad or angry or upset or whatever, that type of emotion, it gets in me, like it dredges in me. And so when I'm around or I see too much negativity and stuff that makes me want to like debate and go back and forth, that's when I have to kind of pull back and just remove myself from the situation. Yeah. Not you, but I'm just saying, like when I'm off my social media and stuff like that, it's just I easily take on other people's problems in a way, and then it could be overwhelming, especially if you have your own emotions you're dealing with.
Yeah, I get it because I'm an empath too. Like I feel what you're feeling. That's why I compartmentalize a lot, though. So I put things in little boxes so I don't go crazy. But I'm an empath, but I'm very nonchalant. I don't really care to argue with people. I really don't care to state my opinion, to prove my points, to make I used to be that soapbox person who will stand on the platform and preach to the cows come home about everything. You know, I would debate anybody. And I was doing it hard, especially in my Tumblr days. Oh God. I would argue over everything. But it's no point because I have these people on the internet, they got their mind made up. You ain't gonna change their mind with no words. None. So like it ain't no point. So, but I get taking things in, and you got to be careful with that, definitely, because it will wear on you.
Yeah, true. But I am trying to get better with my communication. Because in my past, when I try to communicate, it turns into like a verbal, you know, dispute that ends up into an argument that ends up until nothing being resolved. Right. So to avoid all that, I just avoid the confrontation, you know, and I think avoid the problem.
Yeah, and I think people think, even dating, I think having a conversation with my dude, like about, I like to solve problems. Let's talk about it until we get to a point where we understand what's going on. But when you're used to people arguing with you, you're like afraid to have a conversation. And I'm like, we're not arguing, we're talking, we are discussing, we are trying to come to a point where we can see each other and understand, you know. But you know, people don't even want to get to that point. I'm like, because I'm not gonna yell, I ain't gonna, you know, curse you out and call you all kind of names. I just want to talk. I just want to know what's up.
And that's been my past experience when I try to talk to somebody, because most of the time they're waiting to, confrontations I've had, they're waiting for you to say what you have to say so they can say what they have to say, but they're really not listening to what you're saying. And so when you feel like somebody not listening to you, it's like, you're not even hearing what I'm saying, and it turns into a big thing. So I think I always stop the communication, because I think it's going to end up like that, because most of the time when I try to communicate how I feel, it always ends up in a dispute, because I may have said something that the other person didn't feel was true, you know. And so I'm definitely working on it. I am.
Yeah.
But I mean, it backfired on me this last conversation that I had with somebody that I was having an issue with, or something I didn't feel I felt like I was wronged on, and I verbalized how I felt about the situation, but it didn't solve anything.
It doesn't, but see, it's not going to solve, it's for your peace of mind. You get what you need to say out there. It may not always fix everything, but you said your piece, so now you can really wipe your hands. It's not like a what if, should I, could I, in the back of your head, because you said what you got to say. All right, so we're going to play a quick little game to close this out. Me and Siobhan, we talk a lot of crap. We have a lot of fun, but this is my road dog. Yes. We are a lot alike, but we are very different, but I think it makes our dynamic that much better. So we're going to play a little game of who's more likely. So I got the question, so we're about to see. I feel like she's going to have most of these because I'm the angel of the group.
Okay. All right. That's where we're going with it.
All right. Okay. Who's most likely to live in a big city? Me.
You. Yeah. Definitely you.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. Who's most likely to be the drama queen? I am not a drama queen. I'm very okay. Who's most likely? I can't even. Who's most likely?
I thought you were gonna defend yourself.
I ain't had nothing. My argument was whack. Who's most likely to kill someone accidentally? You with your clumsy self.
Yeah, and that somebody might just be myself. I'm just walking and I'm just gonna fall and impale myself. That sounds about right.
Like soul dropping into a hole. That is how you die. Who's most likely to get in a fight? You.
Yeah. And see, that's why I don't do confrontation, because I'm not good with words, but
I'll talk. Yeah. Who's most likely to become a multimillionaire? I'm gonna say both of us in Jesus' name. Hallelujah.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. I just pointed right at you because, baby, you on your way. You are on your way.
No, we both of us need millions, baby. Who's most likely to be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse? I'm gonna say me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all I can do.
I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna be probably hiding somewhere in a hole with some crackers.
Hey, I think I'm ready. Hey, we really just bought us a gun today, though. Don't lie, we just bought a gun, so I'm ready. Yeah, I'm about to go get the safe now. I will pull it.
Don't do that.
But it's right here, though. I'm scared to touch it, so I ain't gonna.
Don't touch it. All right, who's most likely to write a bestseller?
That guy, you got two of them already, baby. Check it out. Right here.
All right, so that was fun.
Yes.
Today I think our big thing that we want you guys to do, there's friendships that are gonna come in and friendships that are gonna go, but you gotta hold on to the good ones. You gotta really assess if they are worth keeping, because everybody is not. We understand that, but put the work in. They're just like a relationship. If you don't take the time, whether it's setting up a date virtually or in person, grabbing coffee, and making it work however you can, because me and Siobhan, we're in two different places. She is a wife. She is a wife. She is a mother. I am a single woman, quote unquote, and no kids, nothing like that. So
it's coming though. Hold up, now it's coming. It's coming. Don't say it like that. It's on the way. Okay.
Well, nah, but you have to. I go over her house, I'll be with her kids. I have no issue. I have to adjust to her, and she has to understand sometimes that I'm just more pick up and go because, that's where my life is right now. So, understand where your friendships are, and, it'll work if you put the work in most cases.
It's true. Mm-hmm. And some people used to think that, when you're married, you can't have single friends. In some cases, that's true. But if you got a true friend, and you're married and they're single, they know boundaries. I mean, just because they're single don't mean you can't be friends. You may not be able to go to everything with your single friend as a married person, but you definitely can have single friends.
Yeah.
It's doable in my case, for sure.
Yeah. And I don't be wanting to do nothing crazy anyways. So
right.
Without you, if you ain't coming with me, I don't want to do it.
That's it. So I'm gonna bring the crazy, right?
Exactly. I'll be the one that drives the getaway car, more than likely, you know, and get us out of there. But
that's true.
It's been fun, and we hope that you guys will follow us on Instagram at Brown.Beautiez for updates throughout the week. Yes, like, comment, and subscribe. Beam, beam, beam. Hit the little bell. And tune in next week for our next video. Okay?
Yes, we will be here.